In this video tutorial, I show you how you define graphical assets called drawables for different densities so that Android can pick the right one for each device. We've already learned that in Android, densities boil down to 4 categories: low density, medium density, high density, and extra high density, with 120, 160, 240, and 320 dpi, respectively. When you create an Android project through ADT, these densities and the extra high density are represented by respective folders, with drawable MDPI being the default folder. Since Android 2.2 and newer support extra high densities, let's create a new folder for that density. Right-click on Res, New, Folder, and we call it drawable-xhdpi. And that's our folder for extra high density. So Android does, for instance, display this drawable, which is called corner orange title top left. The device simulated in the static view is a device with medium density. So it looks into this folder, finds the asset, and inserts it. If I change the simulated device to, for example, a low density device, let's zoom that to fit, it looks for the folder for low density, doesn't find the drawable, and thus looks in the default folder, finds again this asset and inserts it. Displaying a 160 dpi asset in 120 dpi means that it is 50% too large. Same, of course, happens with the high density device. Here the drawable is too small. So the best practice to create your graphics for your application is to start at 160 dpi, the medium density. Then by scaling your asset to 200%, blow it up to 320 dpi, save it, shrink it back down to 75%, and save it at 240 dpi, and shrink that again to 50% and save it at 120 dpi. Usually supports defining the resolution like this. From there, it's pretty easy to blow up your picture by entering the new resolution. For a better overview, save your assets in different folders, like here, HDPI, LDPI, and so on. If you need to create 9-scale pictures, you have to do it one by one, like I've prepared here, because the added content for the 9-scale mechanism is always 1 pixel wide. So you can scale those little black bars at the edges. When you're done creating your versions for each density, you simply open up Eclipse and the Explorer side by side and drop the assets in the respective folder. Here for XDPI. Okay. I already have MDPI, that's okay. Here for LDPI. Drop it into the folder drawable LDPI. Okay. And HDPI. Drop this into the folder drawable-HDPI. Acknowledge the file operation, and then you're done. If everything is set up, you should be able to cycle through those device simulations and see the graphics scale just right. And that's it. You've now provided your application with graphical assets for each density.